Hi, everyone. Thanks for continuing to watch our training through PowerSchool and Schoology. And in this series about setting up your gradebook, now we're going to start taking a look at working in Schoology itself. So we've already set up our categories and our weighting sets in Power Teacher, but now if you're going to be using Schoology for any grading, I would recommend setting up the same categories in Schoology, and then in the next video, we'll show how to get everything linked. So once again, to review, we have two sets of things. We have our percentages and we have our categories. So once we get our categories set, we can weight them in Schoology as well as in Power Teacher and get everything to link nicely. So first step, log in to Schoology. Once you are in your class in Schoology, what I would recommend doing is go on the left-hand side to Grade Setup. Click that. And you will see this generic page. I understand right now if you are doing this in August of 2021, this is saying only for the entire year. That is something that I promise we are working on and will get adjusted. But for categories, you see the categories right up on top. So if you're to add assignments or anything into Schoology, highly recommend you put your categories in there. So I'm going to click the plus sign to add. And then my first category name is going to be assessments. I'm going to calculate this by total points, right? You can also do it by percentage if that's something that works better for your class. You have the option to drop the lowest number of assignments if you would like. That's not something I'm going to have set up here. So I'm going to create this. And we can see the first category show up here. Now I'm going to continue doing this for my other categories. So labs will be my next one. Again, also by total points. I'm going to add homework and classwork. I'm going to add one more. Final exam and project. Great, so now that I have my categories set up, I'm going to set up the weighting. This isn't necessarily something that you need to do, but it just helps keep everything straight if you're looking at grades in Schoology and in Power Teacher. It might give you a little bit better idea of what's going on. So as I did in my last video, my assessments are 50%. The final project and exam is 10. Homework and classwork is 20. And labs is going to be 20%. So once that's set up, my categories are set up, that's great. One final step I really want everyone to take. Go down to the bottom of the screen and you've got the visibility settings here at the bottom. I would check hide overall grade and hide grading period grades, especially if you are not going to be putting every single grade in here. You don't want the grading period grades to show up for students in here, because if you have things like tests that you're not necessarily grading within Schoology, your average can be off. Also, we don't really want kind of that overall grade to go through anything with Schoology. All the students are going to be logging in to PowerSchool at the appropriate grade marks to see everything. So once you are done, click, for gradebook scale, you can see it as numeric for final grade settings, or you can see it kind of on your A plus A minus scale. So whatever works for you in order to kind of see that final grade. Click Save Changes. And I'll take a second. And once your changes have been saved, you'll see the green bar on top, and then you'll be all set to go. So watch the last video for to show how you sync up everything from Schoology to PowerSchool. Thanks for watching.